Meet Edgar Whitmore, the guy who's that type. You know the one. Shirt ironed to a crisp, never spills his coffee, and somehow always says the exact right thing while you're over here fumbling your words and tripping over your own shoelaces. He's the human equivalent of a perfectly formatted spreadsheet, and just being around him makes you feel like a walking disaster. But here's the kicker. Edgar's life isn't as flawless as it looks. It's a cage he built himself. Stick around, because this story's about to flip everything you think about perfection upside down. Edgar wasn't your average grammar nerd. He didn't just cringe at a misplaced your. Instead of your, he felt it. Like, physically. A typo on a coffee shop sign? That was a headache. His boss's rambling emails? A full-on stomachache. To him, sloppy words weren't just annoying. They were chaos breaking loose in his head. He'd even carry this little silver tuning fork, tapping it like some kind of SOS signal to calm the noise. Weird, right? But here's the thing. Edgar's obsession wasn't about being better than everyone. It was about surviving a world that felt out of tune. Sound familiar? Maybe you don't hear typos like Edgar, but we've all got that thing we can't let go of. That need to fix something. Your messy desk, your friend's terrible dating choices, or even how you beat yourself up over a tiny mistake. Edgar's story starts where a lot of us live, stuck chasing perfect, thinking it'll save us. One day, Edgar stumbles across this online group called the Word Weavers. They're not just grammar police, they're people who feel language like he does. To them, a perfect sentence is like a warm hug, and a bad one's like stepping on a Lego. For the first time, Edgar's not alone. They swap tips, rewrite each other's posts, and even laugh about the typos that haunt them. It's empowering, he's found his people. Think about it, finding your crew can change everything. That group chat where you vent, that hobby you geek out over, suddenly, you're not the odd one out. Edgar's starting to see he's not broken, he's just wired differently. And maybe you are too. But then it gets weird. The word weavers aren't just fixing words, they're obsessed with rewriting everything. Old blog posts, random tweets, even their own memories. One guy swears he edited an old email and somehow patched up a fight with his ex. They think perfect words can fix the past, control the future. Edgar's hooked at first. Imagine rewriting your cringy high school texts. But then he notices something. The more they fix, the emptier their stories feel. The mess, the quirks, the life, it's all disappearing. Here's where Edgar gets real with himself. He realizes perfection isn't fixing him, it's erasing him. All those little stumbles in his life, they're not flaws, they're proof he's human. And that's when he decides to fight back, not against the world, but against his own impossible standards. At a local open mic night, Edgar hears this poet. She's messy, run-on sentences, wild metaphors, zero punctuation. He's ready to bolt, tuning fork in hand, but then he stops. Her words aren't perfect, but they move him. They're raw, real, alive. For once, the noise in his head quiets, not because it's flawless, but because it's honest. Later he meets a kid in the park, rambling about dragons and spaceships, tripping over every sentence, and Edgar just listens. No fixes, no tweaks. He smiles. The kid's chaos is beautiful. Edgar's learning what we all need to hear sometimes. You don't have to be perfect to be enough. That typo in your last text? It's not the end of the world. That awkward thing you said? It's just a brushstroke in your story. Imperfection isn't a curse, it's what makes you, you. So what's Edgar's big question? It's ours too. Why do we chase perfect when the messy stuff, the pauses, the quirks, is where the magic lives? Drop a comment. What's one imperfect thing you're secretly proud of? Hit that like button if this hit home. And subscribe if you're ready to ditch the tuning fork and embrace the chaos. See you in the next one.